now, so we can, okay, so we can actually continue. Okay, so the session is now being recorded. Now I will start to share the screen, okay? Share. And here. Okay, so here we are, dative case. Okay, so before we get to the dative case, if you were here the last class, which was on Wednesday, I think, yeah. So we gave a homework. So as agreed with everybody's they everybody agreed. Not most people agreed that homeworks are fine. So I gave a homework. We gave a homework last Wednesday, and I told you guys to send message if you have answered the homework. So so far I have received two answers from two people from the class. But it's fine. But okay. So I did not actually send the right answers to those two people yet. So we're gonna discuss, as I have mentioned the last time. We will actually discuss the answers during this session. Yeah. So we are gonna start with the answer from the homework that we gave the last time before we start the dative case. I'm sorry, that's fast cars this day. Okay. So before we start the dative case, we will first discuss the answers to the homeworks that we gave the last time. So, is everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So if you actually did the homework, so someone is trying to, so you can actually check your answers. So so you just put on the copy of yours so you can actually see the, okay. Okay, I'll put you guys up here and I will. Okay, so here I work from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Yeah, so you can see the answers here. I already put it, so I will not be doing it all the way. So ich arbeite von 9 Uhr bis 18 Uhr. Yeah, if you have any questions about your answers, just feel free to interrupt. Okay, so ich arbeite von 9 Uhr bis 18 Uhr. So I work from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Yeah. Okay, so again, for the time, again, I keep on telling everybody that Germany uses a 24-hour format, so we do the 24-hour format in the class as well, so for you guys to get used to it. Yeah. Okay, but personally, I got used to the 12-hour format, but you have to you have to get used to the 24-hour format for the German language. Okay, so here they will go for a long holiday from June 1 to uh, August 13. So sie werden vom 1. Juni bis 30. August einen langen Urlaub machen. Yeah. So I've noticed for the two people who submitted their answers, there's there's issue here, especially most one of the biggest one because it's very long. So yeah, and there's, I think, one more way to make a holiday, or since Ulaw machen is actually to like to make a holiday or something, or to have a holiday. It's somehow like the how they do the holiday, so Urlaub machen. So, sie werden vom 1. Juni bis 30. August einen langen Urlaub machen. Yeah? Okay. And here, I, Francis, are you raising your hand?
Yeah, I just have a question.
Yeah.
Um, on the given example, they will go for a long holiday from
Mm-hmm.
June 1st to August 30th. Uh,
Okay.
the German translation, die werden von 1. Juni. How
Mm-hmm.
can one determine how to use the 1 before a month or a time?
Again, I cannot hear you properly, Francis.
Or
What was the
uh,
question? Yeah.
my question is, how can one use the word 1
Uh-huh.
before Juni?
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Oh,
what is
what?
the nation?
Why are we putting the first? Why do we say Esten first before the month? Is
Yeah.
that what you're saying? Yeah, because in the German language, this is their format of saying the dates in the sentence, especially during oral. So because in English we say from June 1 to July 30, or from June 1 to June 30, or from June 1 to June 6. So we say first the month and then the date. But in German, first they say the date and then the month. So it comes here before the month. So you can see here the same thing. Ersten is the first one of Juli and 13. August here. They come first before the month. Okay? Okay. Okay. Great. Okay, so hier lass uns weitermachen. I will pick you up at 7 p.m. The party starts at 8 p.m. So there is a so, ich werde dich 19 Uhr abholen. Die Party beginnt 20 Uhr. So there are some ways to translate this or to make this, but actually one of the people who answered used the word holen. Sometimes what is the difference between holen and haboholen is that there is, I cannot say it's, maybe for German people it's like a big deal, but for us, for me, maybe it's like, because holen is to pick up something and abholen is also to pick up something, but abholen, uh, as my husband described, so something, when you say abholen, to pick up something which is already ready to pick up, to be picked up, or something, for example, which is already decided to be picked up, something which is already ready, yeah, or which has made itself ready to be picked up. So if we pick up a person, for example, you pick up your kid from school or you pick up someone from work, so it's abholen, yeah, abholen. Or you send a mobile phone to be fixed, for example, in the store, or the somewhere where they repair those mobile phones. So you pick up, when you pick up the phone, you use abholen, yeah. So in this case, you use abholen instead of holen, ja. Ich werde dich 19 Uhr abholen. Die Party beginnt 20 Uhr. So again, in this part, you can also use anfangen. It's also okay. Like die Party 20 Uhr anfangen. Or die Party fängt 20 Uhr an. It's an splittable verb. Anfangen, yeah. So for those who use the anfangen, it's fine. Yeah, but you have to split it. Die Party fängt 20 Uhr an. Okay?
I
So, sorry?
I have question, but
No,
cannot
no.
use. I sorry. I
Yeah?
have question. Can we use the party beginning
No.
since the preposition is ish?
No, because we have this here. So it's like, how to say this in English? It's a, it's a comma? Yeah, here. So it's like, yeah, so thank you. So it's being separated from this.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So we cannot actually use begin, and we have to put the begin here in this part. So we have to conjugate it in this part, not at the end. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Welcome. Okay, so here my house is next to the new train station. So we did this with the Ban the last time, yeah? So we discussed about the movement and the position or the location of something. If something is moving, or something has a movement, or something has an action, and if something is stationary, which is not moving or which is already in place. Yeah. Okay, so my house is next to the train station. So mein Haus liegt neben dem neuen Bahnhof. So dem, it's accusative because it's giving the location of something. In this case, it's the house. Yeah. Okay, and here comes the conjugation of the adjective that we discussed before, but in an accusative case. Yeah. Okay, so I can't live without you and coffee. Ich kann nicht ohne dich und Kaffee leben. Okay? So somehow there is some issues with the structure of the answers that I have received, which is okay because we did not actually discuss the structures of the sentence yet. Actually, we are going to discuss the sentence structure after the dative case or or after, yeah, after the dative case. I think I would give one the possessive pronouns and then the structure of the sentences, so it will be a little bit clear how you would put the the verbs here and here and here, and if there's a modal verb it will be also different. Yeah, because he's here there's a modal verb, because some other answers I have received, they conjugated living in this part. Yeah, but here there's a modal verb, and so you cannot put it here because there's already the modal verb and which is being conjugated in here, so you have to put the live-in at the end. So but this we will discuss this more on the sentence structure later on after the dative case and the possessive pronouns. Yeah, okay. So she put the key under the flower pot next to the door. So legt den Schlüssel unter den Blumentopf neben die Tür. Okay, den Blumentopf, because there's an action of being the keys being put to the or under the flower pot. Yeah. Okay, so here the park is behind the old train station. I love train station. I don't know why I keep on repeating train station. I could use bus station. So Bushaltestelle. Okay, so der Park liegt hinter dem alten Bahnhof. Yeah, it's like same case as this one. Okay, and the beautiful cat is walking along the street. Okay, so die schöne Katze läuft die Straße entlang. Okay, one thing that I have noticed on the answers that I have received, they put the entlang here before the Straße. Okay, so we have to remember that the preposition entlang is after this, after the noun or the stuff, not before. Yeah, entlang. And he is buying the blue coat, so er kauft den blauen Mantel. Yeah. And the last one, the colorful cup is on the top of the big table. Die bunte Tasse ist auf dem großen Tisch. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's the 10. So you guys check your answers. Yeah. So far so clear?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so thank
I
you.
have some question.
Rosalie? Rosalie?
Yes, ma'am. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. Yep. It's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm sorry to disturb.
No, no, don't say
About
sorry.
the she put the keys.
Where's here?
Sie
Yeah, yeah,
leg
here.
den keys. Den Schlüssel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that she put is an action?
Mm. Yes.
Uh, is accusative or dative?
Yes. Accusative, darling, because there is an action.
Okay, okay.
There is a movement.
Accusative. Schlüssel is plural.
Mm-mm. No, no. Key.
Or
Der
the
Schlüssel. It's masculine.
okay, okay. Dankeschön.
Yes. Okay, bitte schön. Okay. So, any more questions apart from that, so we can proceed to the dative case? Okay, so everybody's okay now. So let's move to the dative case. Yeah, okay, here. And I just want to include this from the nominative, start from the nominative down into the latest one, so you can actually see the difference. Yeah, so we knew that the nominative case, the one is doing the action, and here the accusative is a person or the thing that is directly affected by the action being done by this here. And the dative case is, I'm sorry, I have to edit this. Sometimes I'm already way too tired. So the dative case. So most of you know that I'm actually working on other stuff too. So sometimes I'm way too tired and I cannot actually see there's something wrong with the presentation. So I'm sorry for that. Okay, so the dative case is used to indicate the indirect object of the sentence. This is usually the receiver of the direct object. So somehow they are like related. It's the direct object and the indirect object in English. Yeah. Okay. So here, like, I think this is like for me the easier or the better visual, so you can actually see it's short and direct. Here, the subject, who takes the action, the direct objects who receives the action being done by this, and the indirect object is to or for whom the action is taken. So somehow they go together really. Yeah, okay. So I think this is clear. Clear. Yeah. Okay, clear. Okay, so the changes, we discussed the changes before, how when we did the accusative, we discussed the changes that will be done, or somehow the changes that undergoes that these articles undergoes when they go to the accusative. Now I'm going to show you the changes in the dative case. So here I included everything so you can actually see the chart as we go along. So the nominative der, die, das, and the on plural, these are the basic ones. And then we discussed like on the accusative case the last time. So only this is changing, yeah? And the rest is the same. So from there it becomes den in the accusative and the rest is the same. But in dative, all of them are gonna change. Yay! So in the dative case, all of them are gonna change. Yeah, so the masculine from there to den, it becomes dem, which is a little bit. We already have a little bit idea about this because we also did this because we touched it because of the prepositions that we had, the two-way prepositions that we had the last time. Yeah, and the feminine from D on the nominative, D and accusative did not change, and now it's becoming der in dative. Yeah, now it's becoming there in dative. So you have to be careful because there's a lot of there. There's also there in here. Okay, and for the neutral, thus in the nominative, no changes in the accusative, and it becomes dem in dative. So here they're the same, neutral and masculine. In the dative case, they are both dem. Yeah, dem. Okay, and plural, no change in the accusative. Now in the dative, so it changes from D to den. Okay, so those on the accusative, just one has changed, and now in the dative case, all four has to change. They all undergo change. So four of them. Okay. What would we do without the articles and the cases in German? Okay, so the changes in the indefinite articles again. So before ein und eine, it's just two in the nominative because these two are the same. And the accusative, so just one was changed from ein, it became einen in the accusative, and now everything again will be change, or something, everyone has undergone change in the dative case. So from ein to einen, it becomes einem, and the feminine from eine, no change, it becomes eine. Okay, and neutral, it becomes ein, no change in the accusative, and einem in dative. So you see, masculine and neutral again in dative is the same. Yeah, einem and einem, yeah, and the plural becomes keinen, from keine to no change to keinen, yeah. So if you notice, like here in the definite articles, dem und dem, so masculine and neutral is the same, and in the indefinite articles again masculine and neutral is the same, yeah, einem and einem here. Okay, so those are the changes in the indefinite articles. So again, four of them are gonna change. Yay. So those are the changes, the definite and indefinite article. Those are the changes in the dative case for them. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Mhm. Okay. So, okay, so again, before we continue, we have new people in the class. Thank you so much for being with us today. So, for the regulars, I knew that you have already subscribed to the channel. So, for us, as a help for us, so please, if you want to, so please subscribe to the YouTube channel that we have. Yeah, and you can actually see the past lessons that we have. But the regulars know that this is just, I think, the third one which is being recorded, I think, because somebody actually just requested this in, but it's actually good that we record sessions so we can actually catch up for the full lesson. Because before, after the class, I make a shorter version of the lesson and then I upload it on the channel. But this time we'll just go directly from the recorded session of the full class and then directly to the channel. So please, thank you so much for subscribing. Okay, so here is an example of how they function. Yeah, the definite and indefinite articles, the changes that they have for the dative case. Yeah. Okay, so here on the first sentence, this is the nominative case. Yeah? The fish is big, so their fish is goes. So no change. It's the normal their diondas. It's their fish, the masculine. The fish is masculine, so their fish is goes. Yeah. And then we discuss this on the accusative part. So the man is eating the fish. So der Mann, masculine, ist den Fisch. Now it begins to undergo the changes. There's a change because der Fisch is masculine. So from there it becomes den in the accusative case. Yeah. Okay, so in here, this is the new one for us. So the man gives the dog a fish. Yeah. So there's a subject, there is an action. Oh god, I forgot to put this. I should hold on. Should edit this so there will be no issue. Okay, here. Okay, so now there's the action. There's a subject, the man, the accusative, and a fish, which is the man, the nominative, the fish, the accusative, and now the dog, which is the indirect object, or to whom, or to, or for the action is being like, or the receiver of the ah then we go back here. So the fish now, or the dog, is to or for whom the action is taken. Yeah, so it's like, it's somehow, I told you, the direct object and indirect objects somehow goes together. Yeah. Okay, so now der Mann, the man, the masculine, gibt dem Hund einen Fisch. Yeah. Okay, so here it's still on the same part, the accusative. So from ein Fisch to einen Fisch. Yeah, an accusative. And now here it's der Hund. So now it becomes dem Hund. So like the change here, from der, it becomes den in accusative, and now it's dem because we are in the dative case, dem. Now der Mann gibt dem Hund einen Fisch. So that's how they work now in the dative case. Yeah. So the man is giving the dog a fish. So there's an action, there's an object, and there is an indirect object. Yeah. There's a receiver of the action, and there's the indirect objects to whom the action is being taken. Okay, clear so far how it goes?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so we're giving some more example about or which is related to the dative. Yeah, so Fancy sends a letter to her grandma. Okay, so Fancy sends a letter to her grandma. So Fancy, the subject, schickt, to send, ihre Oma einen Brief. Okay, so ein Brief, a letter. It's accusative, it's der Brief. So, einen Brief, it's easy because it's accusative, I think so. And now here, ihre Oma. So actually, this is a possessive pronoun, which is we're supposed to discuss after the dative one. So, but here it's also changes, like I told you about the changes in the accusative the last time. So there's a lot of things that will change in the accusative, not just the indefinite, not just the definite articles, not just the personal pronouns. There's also the possessive pronouns and other other pronouns that they have, and other stuff that could be changed in each case. Yeah, so this we will discuss this on the personal pronouns, because this is a personal pronoun, her, a possessive, sorry, but a possessive one. Okay, and here, well, William gives the book to the girl. So it's the same like somehow the fish a while ago. So giving, William gibt dem Mädchen das Buch. Yeah, because the Mädchen we already did before, it's neutral, das Mädchen. So from das it becomes das in accusative, and now it's in dative, so it's dem. So William gibt dem Mädchen das Buch. So William gives the girl the book, something like this. So he gives the book to the girl. And here I am writing an email to my dad. So like this part here over here. So ich schreibe meinem Vater eine E-Mail. Yeah. So again, this is a possessive pronoun. Yeah. So ich schreibe meinem Vater eine E-Mail. So far so clear. The changes that that the definite and indefinite articles undergo in the dative case. Oh, no, seems hard.
No.
Klar. Okay. So that was the changes. Sometimes it's crazy in dative for me, because in the accusative there's just the changes about the masculine just becomes der, it becomes den, and from ein it becomes einen. Now in the dative case everybody is like changing, everything is changing. Yeah, but it's okay, you get used to it. Give it a little bit more time and more practice. Yeah, you will get used to it. Okay. And here is the changes for the personal pronouns, the personal pronomen. Yeah. So here you can see the nominative and accusative that we showed the last time, and this is the dative case. This is the for the dative case for the personal pronouns. So in the accusative, we discussed before that mich is me, dich is you, in is him, and sie is her, is es is it still, and uns is like we, sorry, us, and euch is you, and sie is it's there, them. And in the dative, it's like mir is like somehow, how can I say this? Somehow it's the same as the accusative, but for example, like mich, mir, for because mich is me. Now mir is like to me. Yeah, to me. So mich is like me and the accusative, and on the dative mir is to me. Yeah, like for example in here to is dich is you, dir is to you. So it's something something that works this way. From the accusative, it's the same as the accusative. When it comes to the dative, it's just something that you are actually, because you're, I told you they go together, the indirect and the direct object and the indirect object. So it's the same here, but in here it's just something that goes to you, or the like it's how can I say this more? I think if we get the example, it's better. Okay. So here, actually, the best way in how to show to show the how they work, the personal pronoun in the dative, is through this through some of these examples. Yeah, but actually these examples I have taken this from the, which is like a part of the examination for the Goethe, especially for the Goethe. I took the exam from the Goethe Institute. So we call this the Bitte form. It's a request form, and right, like to ask politely for something. Yeah. So this actually, this format, this is a part of the oral exam for A1. Yeah. For the Goethe Institute again, because I don't know how the other institute does the oral exam, but this is the oral part. This is a part of the oral exam for the A1 in Goethe Institute. Okay, so this is the last part, which is the a request. You're going to request for something from your partner. Okay, so here you can see how they work. For example, kannst du mir bitte den Apfel geben? So here, can you give me the apple? So it's like the apple can you please give the apple to me? Can you please give me the apple? Yeah. And here, kannst du mir bitte dein Auto ausleihen? So can you lend your car to me? Can you lend me your car? And können Sie mir, oh, someone is very late. I don't know if I should take her. Okay, so können Sie mir bitte ein Taxi rufen? Okay, so here I'm using the formal form of you, which is Sie. Yeah, können Sie. I'm just showing these two different part. The late one I won't accept it anymore because we're already ending in some. Sorry. Okay, so können Sie mir bitte ein Taxi rufen? Okay, so can you please call a taxi for me? Can you please call me a taxi? Yeah. So, and here on the last on this part, this is not actually dative, but since we're already talking about the dative form, and it's also a good one, especially for those who wants to take the exam for the A1. So it's actually good. So in this part, kannst du mich bitte zum Bahnhof fahren? So this is not in dative case. This is an accusative. So can you please drive me to the train station? You please drive me to the train station. And here, kannst du hier bitte nicht rauchen? So in the, I have given some of the common one we can find in the third part of the oral examination for A1. So they will ask you, they will, for some of you who don't know how it works, they will just give you a paper with a word, and you create a sentence using that word. So mostly it's some of them sometimes are words, some of them are photos. So I included this last one here because on the mostly on the practice books, they give this photo of like a cigarette, and which is like a circle and with the X, or this one line over here. So it means no smoking. So kannst du hier bitte nicht rauchen? So can you please not smoke here? Yeah. So because smoking is not allowed here, so kannst du hier bitte nicht rauchen? So can you please not smoke here? So I included this two part in here just because we are already talking about the bitte form. Yeah, so we are having a little bit samples for the oral exam. Okay, for A1. Yeah, is this part clear? Oh, someone is really trying to enter the class.
Yeah.
Klar.
Klar. Okay. Nice. Okay. So here. Okay, so I will just show you some of the common verbs being used in the dative case. So if you see them, most probably you will use the dative form of the definite or indefinite articles. Oh god, more people are coming in. Oh no, no, I will not actually admit more people because I will just share the video later on because anyway the classes will be end soon, so I will not admit more people. So here, so if you see these verbs in the sentence, might be the 99% maybe they are dative, so you have to use the articles, the indefinite articles, the definite articles, and the other the personal pronouns and the possessive pronouns and the other stuff. You have to use the dative, how do you say, equivalent of those. Yeah, so if you see these verbs, they are mostly dative. So helfen, to help, geben, to give, glauben, to believe, danken, to think, antworten, to answer, folgen, to follow, verzeihen, to forgive, and stimmen, to agree with. Yeah. So if you see these verbs in sentence, or you are asked to translate something, or you need to do some, or like fill in the blanks uh sheets, so mostly they are dative. Okay, so here I actually did not create, I was not able to create dialogues for this session. So I'm leaving you guys another homework. So feel free to, some of them they took the screenshot, so it was way easier for them to, because I normally have to copy all of this and put them on the, oh god, there's a lot of people trying to enter the class. Okay, so normally I copy this and I put them on the discussion of the event. So for the other people was like, the last time somebody sent me a screenshot. Ah, okay, they took the screenshot when I said this was the homework. So feel free to have the screenshot of this, but I also paste this on the discussion of the event for this class. Yeah, so this is the homework, and again, like how we did the last time, again we will discuss this at the beginning of the next lesson that we will have. Probably it will be personal pronouns, if I'm not mistaken. Should be personal pronouns. Okay, and before we start discussing the personal pronouns, so we will also discuss the answers to this. Okay, so feel free to screenshot, or if not, I will also paste them on the discussion of the event for this class. So, and for the next one, oh sorry, it's not we are not going to do the personal pronouns, the possessive pronouns yet. We will do the prepositions of the dative, then after that we're fine until the dative, and then we can discuss the possessive pronouns. Yeah, so I almost forgot, we need to do the prepositions of the dative case as well, because you remember the last time we were discussing the prepositions of the accusative. We discussed the prepositions, the two-way prepositions that could be dative or that could be accusative. So on the next one, we will do the prepositions for the dative case. So I will make, maybe I will make more dialogues, maybe, and some other things more for you to, for everybody to be able to interact again during the class for the prepositions. Yeah. And this is the homework for you guys. And feel free, if you already have the answers to this, feel free again to send us a message on the page, and then we will check, and then we will discuss again for the next lesson, which is the preposition for the dative. Yeah. Okay, so is there any questions somehow, or something which is not very clear, or everything is clear? Klar?
Klar.
Hmm.
Alles
Klar.
ist gut.
Thank you. Okay, so I think somehow the lesson was clear to everybody, or most of you guys. So that's it for this session, and we will see you on the propositions, and feel free to send your answers about this. Yeah, or if not, again, of course, we will discuss this on the next class. Okay. So thank you for today, guys.
Bye.
Tschüss,
Danke.
danke.
Tschüss.
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 Bitteschön.
Bye.
Dankeschön.
Okay.
Tschüss.
Bye bye.